said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. This season underway as toe meets leather. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Clemens. Got a man. It's Surtain. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Gators with the first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Finding an escape route. Makes a pass to Marker. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got him first and goal. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Snap it to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. To the air, it's Clemens. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. On the option. Now the toss. Gets it past the marker. Oh, it's a fumble. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Quarterback keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. It's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll knock him down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boston College needing a 4th down conversion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Eagles. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. feeling a little bit of heat to answer. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Complete to the left. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good...
Picked off! A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. Under fire. Touchdown Gators! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers. owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Looking for an open area to his left. It's caught downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Golden Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's got him. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Oh, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Ramsell. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College!
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing 1 possession. They're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
Hey, and getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The pitch to the left. And some room to work. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
This Boston College offense has it working. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We've got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
The Golden Eagles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Go straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Give to the big fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. Boston College wants to play fast. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've held this ball forever, driven it deep, now facing a 3rd and goal. Dances away to buy time. The throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. A long way to go on 4th and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Boston College. And they take it in for 6 more points. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Michigan State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. His drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Pressure coming. Intercepted. Just even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Well, the offense did fall in that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Golden Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. A run from the quarterback. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. With a pick, vitally important to take care of the football this time. Throws to the tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Surtain. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Let's it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Looking downfield, it's Clemens. He caught it. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Dances away. Trying to barrel in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Looking for a man. It's Clemens. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and you might be looking at overtime soon.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. That's not the way they drew it up. They get the clock stopped, but a loss of yardage does not help in the waning moments.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Golden Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Timeout.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Puts it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. Got his man. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Direct snap. Touchdown, Boston College! They strike first in overtime.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air, it's Clemens. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Florida! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Man, what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David. And you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily, maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Now, first down here in the second overtime. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Look, there's no reason to be uptight here, but you do need to make sure that you protect the ball.
Listen, overtime, crunch time, run the football the first play, get everybody settled in. I still got plenty of time for my offense to do some moving.
Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll go with a direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Gators in the hurry-up. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Gators! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Dropping back, it's Clemens. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense.
41, Boston College, 35.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end round.
First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Under fire. Touchdown, Boston College. That ties it up here at double OT, and now they can win it.
Man, what a great response by this offense. Going down the field, scoring the touchdown now. I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules that changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Have to go for 2, starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. Looking to throw. They do not convert, and we are still tied, headed for triple overtime. So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw. They are stopped on the 2-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Looking to pass. It's Clemens. Clutch play and execution ties the game again, and will play another overtime. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.